Rabbit.
Tale of Peter Rabbit. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were
Maxie.
Flopsy,
Maxie.
Mopsy, Cottontail,
And Peter.
and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank
Underneath the root of a big fat tree.
underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning,
Our fields.
you may go into the fields
Down the lane.
or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had accident there.
The pie.
He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I'm going out.
Our Mrs. Papa took a basket and swallow the ticker.
Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella and went through the wood to the baker's. And she bought a loaf of
brown bread
and
5 buns.
5 currant buns. Flopsy,
Peter,
Mopsy,
Cottontail,
and Cottontail were a good little bunnies. Went down the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter was very naughty. Ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. First, he ate some lettuces and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes. And then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. But round the end of a cook frame, whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor? Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages. But he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" Peter was dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages, and the other shoes amongst the potatoes. Yeah. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster, so that I think he might have got away altogether if he had not unfortunately run into a gooseberry net and caught by a large button on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass button, quite new. Peter gave himself up for lost and shed big tears, but his sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows, who flew in great excitement and implored him to exert himself. Mr. McGregor came up with sieve, which he intended to pop upon the top of Peter. But Peter wrinkled out. just in time, leaving his
jacket behind him.
And rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. It would have been a beautiful things to hide in if it had not had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps hidden underneath the flower pot. He began to turn over carefully, looking under each. Presently, Peter sneezed. Achoo! Mr. McGregor was after him in no time and tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window, upsetting three plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor. Tanong lingkod. And he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp with sitting in that can. After time, he began to wander about, going lippity, not very fast, and looking all around. He found a door in the wall, but it was locked. There's no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath.
Running in and out and pinsa familiar with the outside the curtain.
An old mouse was running in and out over the stone doorstep, carrying peas and beans to her family in the wood. Peter asked her way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth, and she could not answer. She only shook her head at him. Shook your head. Peter began to cry. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Presently, he came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water cans.
Serving a goldfish.
A white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very still, but now and then the tip of her tail twitched as if it were alive. Peter thought best way to go away without speaking to her. Peter the rabbit. He had heard about the cats from his cousin, little
Pinchy cat.
Benjamin cat, little Benjamin bunny, dili man cat. He went back towards the tool shed, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard the noise of a hoe. Screech, scratch, squitch, scratch. Peter scattered underneath the bushes, but presently, as nothing happened, he He came out and climbed upon the wheelbarrow and
Peep over.
peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor hoeing
Onion.
onions. His back was turned towards Peter, and beyond him was the
Gate.
gate. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as it could go. A long straight walk behind some black currant bushes. Mr.
Yes.
McGregor caught sight of him at the
Corner.
but Peter did not
Care.
He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. Mr. McGregor hung up the
Little
little
jacket.
jacket and the
Shoes.
shoes for a
Pickle.
scarecrow to frighten the
Blackbird.
blackbirds. Peter never stopped running and looked behind him till he got home to the big
Fox tree.
fir tree. He was so tired and
Fought down the soft Santa floor.
flopped down upon the nice soft sand of the floor of the rabbit hole and
Shut the eyes.
shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in a fortnight. I'm sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave a dose of it to Peter. 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. But Flopsy,
Peter.
Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread
And now come strawberry supper.
and milk and blackberries for supper.
The end.
The end.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.